The Rbmk is a class of graphite-moderated nuclear power reactor designed and built by the Soviet Union. The Rbmk is an early Generation II reactor and the oldest commercial reactor design still in wide operation. Certain aspects of the Rbmk reactor design, such as the positive void coefficient properties, the graphite-tipped control rods and instability at low power levels, contributed to the 1986 Chernobyl disaster, in which an Rbmk exploded during a mishandled test, and radioactivity was released over a large portion of Europe. The disaster prompted worldwide calls for the reactors to be completely decommissioned. However, there is still considerable reliance on Rbmk facilities for power in Russia. While 9 Rbmk blocks under construction were cancelled after the Chernobyl disaster, and the last 3 remaining Rbmk blocks at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was finally shut down in 2000. As of 2013, there are still 11 Rbmk reactors operating in Russia, though all 11 were retrofitted with a number of safety updates. History. The Rbmk was the culmination of the Soviet nuclear power program to produce a water-cooled power reactor based on their graphite-moderated plutonium production military reactors. The first of these, Rbmk M1, generated 5 megawatts of electricity from 30 megawatts thermal power, and supplied Rbmk from 1954 until 1959. By using a minimalist design that used regular water for cooling in graphite for moderation, it was possible to use natural uranium for fuel. This allowed for an extraordinarily large and powerful reactor that was also cheap enough to be built in large numbers and simple enough to be maintained and operated by local personnel. For example, the Rbmk reactors at the Ignalina nuclear power plant in Lithuania were rated at 1500 MW each, a very large size for the time and even for today.